Yesterday, one of the people from the Biden administration went on the record. They specifically asked a question. Victor Blackwell, not exactly you're talking about a conservative president from CNN,
yeah,
who we all have to be honest and say, is this sustainable? We all have asked that, the gas prices. Is it sustainable for families? So let's hear from Victor Blackwell, and followed by Brian Deese from the Biden administration. And maybe you will have something to say about this little interchange.
What do you say to those families who say, listen, we can't afford to pay $4.85 a gallon for months, if not years. This is just not sustainable.
Well, what you heard from the president today was a clear articulation of the stakes. This is about the future of the liberal world order, and we have to stand firm.
When they say liberal world order, one, there are 1,000 different ways you could express that point of what they would claim they're trying to say. Rather than using the phrase liberal world order, they could have said representative democracy or a constitutional republic system form of government. There are many different ways they could express the idea of liberal world order, which is what they're trying to say is that our system of government in the West is fighting against the system that the more authoritarian style and oligarch rule out of Russia as they are taking on Ukraine. And so when they say we have to stand firm about the future of the liberal world order, it's saying that we're paying the price here at home to protect the future of the American style of life.
We could be in a months to years long battle with this inflation, and they're blaming it on the current crisis in Ukraine. And honestly, they kind of turn it on you. They turn it on anyone who complains and says, well, this is just for the betterment of humanity. Suck it up. Pay more money at the gas pump. Not really how they should be handling it. Not really reading the room for how America is feeling.
It appears that increasingly the American people do not approve of what this White House is doing. What's your reaction to the assessment of the job the president's doing?
Look, these are uncertain times, and when prices are high, people are understandably frustrated when they're pulling up at the gas pump, and that's understandable. And at the same time, it is our job, and it's the president's firm conviction that what he can do as president is to take every responsible action that he has, and we have, and also remind the American people that even as we go through this challenging period, even as we move through this transition,
it isn't protecting the liberal world order. Now it's a transition. So it does still give us those reservations about what the Biden administration says whenever they get on TV, that they are looking to transform the United States into something different.
But transition into this being the normal.
Right.
And being the norm, having a $5 gas price, or if you're in California, $6, $7. If you're in the South, you're still talking about $4 or $5 a gallon. And that going up and up. And I know gas prices, people have been complaining. It's one of those conversations that keeps happening. But when they are so flippant, it just shows how disconnected they are to the global, not global, to the national society of people who are genuinely hurting. I've seen people go on and be like, well, collectively, you're only talking about another $30 a week. What does that really mean to people? A lot. It means a lot to people